A double homicide in Clarke County as a man shoots a woman and her children. We'll have the latest on the investigation for you. Plus, several areas around Baldwin County still dealing with floodwaters after yesterday's torrential storms. It's all coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht. Thanks for joining us for News 5 Now. We come to you 3 times a day here on WKRG.com and the WKRG Facebook page, 8:30, 12:30, and here at 5:30. We'll get you caught up with some of the big stories of the day and then get your comments and feedback in our question of the day and poll of the day. So here we go with our big stories of the day, our top 5 stories. Number 5 is a recall alert tonight, and it's for the Tostitos Cantina traditional yellow corn chips sold as early as March 7th. The company says the chips may have been contaminated with undeclared products. The company says the 13-ounce bags could include nacho cheese chips, and that might contain undeclared milk allergens for some people. All right, number 4, postpone the Sunday portion of the Serve It Up with Love charity tennis event. The junior tournament has been rescheduled for this Saturday with registration beginning at 8. Matches beginning at 9. This event takes place at the tennis center. There we go with our correct video. The mixed doubles portion will also be rescheduled. That date, though, has not yet been announced, so stay tuned here to WKRG. We'll keep you posted on that. Number 3, China tariffs. President Trump says the U.S. could impose an additional 50% tariff on imports from China. The Trump administration will push these tariffs if China does not withdraw its plan to impose a retaliatory 34% import fee on American products. President Trump has said that retaliation against the U.S. through the use of tariffs will be countered. He's giving China until tomorrow to withdraw that increase. Number 2 tonight, widespread flooding. The News 5 coverage area seeing plenty of flooding after all that rain that fell the last couple of days. The rainfall total is just amazing, up to a foot of rain in some places in our viewing area. In Baldwin County, our Debbie Williams was visiting the Styx River, County Road 64 area today. Of course, there was flooding there last week as well. Fish River cresting at more than 15 and a half feet. It's starting to fall, thank goodness, but some tremendous amount of rain there in Baldwin County. Hopefully all that water will be out of the way here by tomorrow. And number 1 tonight, a double homicide. News 5 learning more information about that situation that happened yesterday in Clarke County. The sheriff says that Ashley Howell and her 8-year-old son were killed yesterday morning by her boyfriend, Edward Rain. Howell's 11-year-old daughter was also shot. She is in critical condition. Rain then turned the gun on himself, according to investigators. Ashley Howell worked at the Pizza Hut in Jackson. A black bow there is on the door today. Her children were in the Clarke County public school system, and grief counselors were available today for students who needed that. So those are our top 5 stories of the day for you, and we'll have more on those stories coming up at 6 o'clock on WKRG News 5. All right. Every day we ask you a question of the day and a poll of the day. And we asked this question on Friday, and it is, what is your favorite television theme song? All right, this should be pretty good. Let's check out some of our comments we have here. Charles says Dukes of Hazzard. That's a good one. Green Acres from David. Jim Risen says Hawaii Five-0, the original, going back to 1968. Book 'em, Dano. All right, Jim, I'm with you. That's one of the great all-time themes. Other ones being mentioned here, Law and Order, The Office, Golden Girls, WKRP in Cincinnati, The Greatest American Hero, Believe It or Not. It's a great theme song. Gilligan's Island and Andy Griffith, another one for the Dukes of Hazzard. And Miami Vice, another good one. Mad Men, so many good ones. And then there's always the question, is it your favorite theme song just based on the quality of the song, or do you love the series and therefore you love the song? I'm going to add mine to the mix, I'm going to go with the Mod Squad. If you go back to the late 60s, I'm not saying it was a great show, but it's a great theme song, no doubt about that. All right, now what's next here? Our poll of the day. Let's check in on that if we can. Okay, we're having a little trouble with our poll of the day. The question was, do you think that a U.S. buyer will be found for TikTok? Is that ever going to happen? 63% of you say yes, 37% say no. All right, next, our question of the day for tomorrow. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I'm looking forward to hearing some of those results. That's a very good question. And our poll of the day is, are you concerned about having enough retirement income? That also is a good question, especially what's going on with the stock market, where you probably lost about 15% of that retirement income in the last week or so with the trade war that we have going on right now. So all good questions, and make sure you like us on Facebook. We appreciate that. And join us coming up in about 15 minutes or so for WKRG News 5 at 6. Have a nice night, everyone.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.